Do you know that vaginal infection that you're always having every month or every time that you treat it once or twice in a month, that it always come back? Do you know it can be as a result of HIV? Aside that, as a sign and symptoms that you see as a woman as an early signs of HIV, there are numerous signs and symptoms. So for the purpose of this video, I am going to explain to you 10 early signs of HIV in women. You as a woman, it is very important so that you know the signs of HIV. If you have HIV, what are the early signs that you see? If you are just coming across our video for the very first time, you are welcome to my channel. Make sure you subscribe, click on the subscribe button, hit the like button and share this video to every other person out there so that they can also benefit from this video. What are the 10 early signs of HIV in women? Like I said earlier, there are just 10. Make sure you watch this video down to the end so that you don't miss any part of it. And whenever you discover these signs, you should know that you are having HIV, and that is only if you have been confirmed in the laboratory that you have HIV. Number one sign of a woman having HIV, you come up with flu-like symptoms. Yes, you come up with chills, you come up with catarrh, you come up with a lot of complaints over your respiratory system. You are not always comfortable because of this HIV. When HIV begins to manifest, it always comes up with flu-like symptoms. That is number one. Then the second sign that you will see as a woman if you are living with HIV is fatigue and tiredness. Any little thing, any little exercise, work, you are stressed out already, you become tired. You are not always active or agitative to do your normal exercise. You are always very tired. Every time you take body pain, you are not relieved. It could be a sign of HIV. Get yourself tested to confirm your status and get yourself treated in the hospital. Then this takes us to the number 3 sign that you should always be conversant with. You will come up with an enlarged or swollen lymph node. You see your lymph nodes, your axillary lymph nodes, there are lymph nodes in your body that also signify when there are a lot of infection in your system. Once these lymph nodes are being enlarged or is swollen, that is a sign of HIV that you should always also make sure you take note of. Go to the hospital and get yourself tested if you are having this sign of an enlarged lymph node. Then this takes us to the number 4 sign that you as a woman, you should always make sure that you note it down. Whenever it's becoming so obvious or so much, you should go to the hospital and get yourself tested to know your status. Number 4 is you come up with sore throat. There are a lot of issues with your throat. When you swallow, it becomes more painful. When you cough, it becomes more painful. Or ordinarily, if you are just sitting down, your throat continues to pain you just like that. That could be a warning sign of HIV in a woman. Make sure that you take note of this. If you are a woman and you are coming up with sore throat every now and then, unrelieved by antibiotics or anything, it could be a sign of HIV. Go and get yourself tested and confirm whether it is HIV or not. Then this takes us to the number 5 sign. The 5th one that you should also not miss, also make sure that you are always observant with it, is skin rashes. There are a lot of type of rashes that we have. It could be an eczema, it could be a lupus rash or any type of rash. But once those rashes become severe, every time it itches you, it makes you into a state of discomfort. That could be a sign of HIV. Go to the hospital, complain to your medical provider. Let them give you the best method or let them test you so that you can confirm your status if you have HIV or not. That rashes, you think it is just itchy or anything, it could be a warning sign of HIV. Then the number 6 sign of HIV is headache. You might say, okay, headache is actually common to many other illnesses or many other diseases. But there are unrelieved headache that you can have, that anytime you take analgesics, you take paracetamol or you try to rest, it doesn't relieve you. That could be a sign of HIV. So it is very, very important that whenever you are noticing all these signs, always make sure you communicate with your medical provider so that you carry them along and they get you tested, because it might be a sign of HIV. Then the number 7 sign that you also make sure that you are observant with is muscle pain or joint pain. Every time you try to squeeze your muscle or you try to relieve your joint, it becomes so stiff that you are not okay with. Or anytime you try to carry load, maybe the load is not even heavy, but it feels as if you are carrying the world on your head. That could be a sign of HIV, because HIV are infection that when it gets your system, it also makes sure that they affect your joints. And once your joints are infected, it cannot be movable again, it can't be flexible or carry out the normal function. So that could be a sign of HIV if you're always having muscle pain or joint pain. Then this will take us to the number 8 sign that majority of us think it is just a normal thing, but it is a warning sign. It is a dangerous sign of HIV in women. What is this sign? Night sweat. A lot of women who have come in contact with HIV or who have been infected with HIV, they always sweat profusely at night. It is not just weather, it is HIV. It is a warning sign of HIV that you should not play with. It is a warning sign, and that is what I'm telling you now. You cannot just be sweating like that at night. It is a warning sign. Make sure you are always observant. Are you the type of person that sweat at night when you are not supposed to? Even in the cold weather you sweat, in the hot weather you sweat. That is a sign of HIV. Get yourself tested today. Then the number 9 sign that you will always see if you have HIV is nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. Yes, you become nauseated, you don't have appetite to eat, you always lose your appetite. It could be a sign of HIV. HIV, when it gets into your system, it destroys your appetite, it destroys your digestive system that makes food pleasing to you. You are not pleased to anything, you have diarrhea. Any little thing you put into the mouth, you shit it out or you pass it out as excreta. That could be a sign of HIV in women. And last but not the least is that yeast infection. When HIV gets it into your system as a woman, it can reduce or decrease your immunity level. Your immune system, it breaks it down. So there are kind of immune system that help you or support your vaginal health. But once you have HIV or once you have been contacted with HIV, it destroys the immunity that helps to protect your vagina. So it becomes more opportunistic to infection. So you see that your vagina loses its strength, it loses its protection because of the reduction in your immunity. That is why you see you come up with the treatment of one vaginal infection or the other. This month and next month you are treating vaginal infection. That is a warning sign. That is a dangerous sign of HIV in women. To crown it all, make sure that all these signs, you can be noticing it every time. But the only method, the only way you can get yourself or know whether you have HIV or not is to get yourself tested. Make it as a routine for yourself. I already made a video on the signs and symptoms that you also see in men if they have HIV. YouTube is suggesting this video for you. Click on this video and you watch those signs that you also see in men if they have HIV. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like our videos, share to as many people as you can so that it can also benefit them. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.